Good afternoon, everybody, especially Sam. Now the time is 4:12 p.m. That means 16:12, April 27th, 2017. This is the time zone map. I just found something and I would like to share this with you. If we go through the west coast of South America, this is called Easter Island. Easter Island, it's there 7:12 Thursday. Today, Thursday, 7:12 a.m. This is Easter Island, and this is Adam Island. Adamstown. It's 4:13 here. 7:13 and here 4:13. That means there is a gap 4 hours between here and here. Here earlier 7 and here 4. And the thing that will make you crazy that this time is as the same time of Alaska. And at this next island, which is Papit, which is French Polynesia, it's 2 o'clock. The distance between Easter Island to Adams Island, it's almost 1,300 miles. And the gap is 3 hours. And there is only 1 hour gap here. Meanwhile, the distance is, let's see together. This is other place also. Oh yeah, it's here. Yep. This is what's called Easter Island. This is Easter. Let me find out and make sure about it. This is Adams Island. This is Adamstown Island, and Easter's Island. I will try to get it. This is the one. It's the same. Easter's Island, Hangaroa, Easter's Island, and this is Adams Towns. This is Adams Towns. Look to the distance. It's 1,300 miles. Only 1,300 miles. Meanwhile, the gap between them, it's 3 hours. But here the gap is 1,340 miles, even though the gap is only 1 hour between this French Polynesia, which is Papit, and the same island, which is Adamstown Island. How it could be here 1,300 miles, the gap is 3 hours, and here 1,340 miles and the gap is only 1 hour. I'm not saying that. This is the time zone. If we refer to the time zone, this is Easter's Island. It shows that it is 7:17 minutes, and here 4:17, and that's the Pipit 2:17. So it's 2 hours, not 1 hour, it's 2 hours. 1,340 miles, the gap is 2 hours. And here, 1 hour, here 3 hours gap, and the distance is only 1,300 miles. This will flip everything upside down, because Honolulu has now the gap between Honolulu and Alaska is 2 hours. Alaska, because that Adams town has to have the same time of Alaska. Meanwhile, Adamstown has a gap from west coast of Santiago by 3,550 miles. 3,550 miles, and has a distance between Adams Island and West America, which supposed to be Los Angeles, by 4,000 miles, 4,100 miles, 4,100 miles, and it has to have almost an hour or two gap. This is the West Coast. This is San Francisco. This is Los Angeles. It's 5:19 there, and 1 hour only. This is 4:19, and here it's 5:19. The gap is more than the distance here between this island to this coast, which is Los Angeles coast. It's more than 4,000 miles, even though the time lapse only 1 hour. And from here to Santiago, look, from Adamstown to Santiago, it's 3,550 miles, but the gap here from 9 to 4, that means 5 hours. 5 hours here between both of them, and the gap is 3,550 miles. Meanwhile, the gap from here to Los Angeles is more than 4,000, means more than the distance between here and there, and still the gap is only 1 hour. That gives you two things: the sun direction and ecliptic, and the real position of Adamstown, which is not really here. It's being pushed up to here. It's only 1 hour, guys, only 1 hour. Look to the Honolulu, 2 hours. They have almost 3 hours. Here 5, and here 2. That means 3 hours. Meanwhile, the distance is not less than 2,400. That means it's upper. Because, why I'm saying that? Because this is Adak, which is belong to USA. The time there is 3:21, and Alaska 4:21. So the gap is 1 hour, and the distance between here to say Anchorage and Adak, we can go to the Google Earth. We will prove it to you. It's not me, it's them. Here we are, Anchorage. This is Anchorage. this is Anchorage. So from Anchorage to Adak, it's supposed to be this one. Yeah, Adak Island. 1,200 miles. 1,200 miles. 1,200 miles, and still the gap is 1 hour. Still the gap is 1 hour. But from Adak to across Bering Sea to this city at Russia, which is called Anadyar. This is the one. The distance is 900 miles. Meanwhile, the time is totally different. The time is 4 hours, guys. Or 3 hours, I think. 3 hours. Look here. This is Adak. It's 3:23. And here, this is Andyar 0:23. There is a 3 hours gap. Meanwhile, the difference is only 900 miles. 900 miles. There at Adak, between Adak and Anchorage, it's only 1,200 miles, and the time is 1 hour. The time is 1 hour only, because this portion totally diverted to the other side, with that side which is on the other side as well. 1,200 miles, the time is 1 hour, because it's going with the ecliptic of the sun, so it's okay. But this portion, it's in the wrong place. They claimed it's only 900. Okay, it's 900 from Adak, which is from the other side, not here. From other side, it's 900 miles, but meanwhile, it's 3 hours difference gap. 3 hours, because it's arcs with the sun. It's arcs with the sun. Because if we go to the Anchorage, and check the distance between that city at Russia, which called Anadyr, with Anchorage, they will claim it's not that much. One thousand 50 miles. 1,050 miles between Anchorage and that city in Russia. Meanwhile, it's also same 900 miles between that island, which is Unalaska, to that city, which is Anadyr. 3 hours gap, guys. 3 hours, Sam. How you explain that, mate? How do you explain that? 3 hours between both of them within 900 miles only. 900 miles. And moreover, the gap between that place to Honolulu, only 2 hours. Only 2 hours. It's not me, it's them. Look here, it says 226 Honolulu, Hawaii, and that place, it's 0026. That means only 2 hours. Only 2 hours. And the gap between here to Anchorage to Anadyr, 4 hours. 4 hours. That means 1050 miles equal 4 hours. That's impossible unless this portion is on the other way around, other side. Far away, even though. Far away, mate. Look here. This is 1 hour gap. This one, Midway, called Midway Island, after Honolulu by 1 hour. After Honolulu by 1 hour. Meanwhile, Adak with that island has 2 hours gap. Sun reach here before than there by 2 hours. Okay, I cannot say that. This is times. But sun could reach before, by the way, and leaves later. So here we have to take care of two things: time, that means the time zone, as well as the sun arrives, means rising and setting time. Two things to be considered minimally. Minimally two things. Okay, so this is it for the time being. That island called Midway Island, and there is 2 hours gap between both of them. This is Adak, and Midway has to be somewhere here. Look where they put Midway Island, on the other side. Why? It shouldn't be here. Many Midway Islands. Here, nothing Midway Islands. They put it here. This is the Midway Island. And it's here 4 ferry, here 1 ferry. Look, 2 hours or 3 hours. 3 hours gap between Alaska and this one. Okay, so if we search here about Midway Island, there is also untitled islands there, some. We can pick up one of them and we put it in our names. Sort of occupation. Many untitled islands, mate. So we could do it, huh? We have to claim that land. It's for us. Nobody, look, a lot of untitled stuff, a lot of untitled islands. This is Marshall Islands. By the way, if somebody's wants to do any sort of analysis, he has a lot of stuff here. Look, why they call this one Sunrise from the Lagoon? Sunrise from the lagoon. There is something there, but they keep it hidden from us. They keep it hidden from us. Untitled. That island is untitled. Wake Japanese command bunker. Wake Island. So I could not find that Midway unless we have only one Midway Island. So now my task will be only to find that Midway Island in the next few hours. I found another Midway. Look, mate. It's called Midway Island. Midway Island in the middle of land. Oh my God. What's that? How many Midway Island we do have? Midway. Oh my God, another place. Also, it's another place, Midway Island at North Carolina. Still, I'm not interested there. I'm interested in this region. This region. I should find something here. It's called it has to be called Midway Island as per their map. Okay. This is Honolulu. This is Hawaii. It's supposed to be somewhere here. Since there is 1 hour gap, it's supposed to be more closer here. Anyhow, I will take my time to find where is that island it is, because I knew all the islands, but just to show you the big variation between what we found, mate, and that's all. All the best and good luck. Hope you enjoy that Truth by Saleh Al Wahdi, Flat Earth Organization.